Some other members of the West Bloomfield Diversity Taskforce will be joining us, and the newest member of our team will be joining us as well, Tieast Leverett, who is with us now on the Splash. Ty, thank you for being with us, and welcome to the team.
Thank you so much, Tyler. Great to see you this morning.
Yeah, good to see you as well. Happy to have you on the program, and we know you got a day job, so we're gonna try to get through this quickly and get you back out there. But with that being the case, what motivated you to want to get into television broadcasting with us at Civic Center TV?
It's funny. I always considered broadcast journalism as my secret dream job, if you will. So just the opportunity to do something at a community level, I think it's great. I get to learn more about the community, meet more residents, and secretly live out a little bit of my dream in the process. So I'm excited.
And can you share a little bit of the journey that led you to this moment, not only in your day-to-day career, but just that love you've always had for broadcasting that's drawn you to this moment?
Absolutely. So again, as a little kid, I would watch the news and think, man, I would love to do that either behind an anchor desk or out in the field, gathering a story. So it's a perfect merger, really, of what I do in my day job. I have to talk to people a lot in my current role. So this will just add to that and give me a little bit more skills as well.
We're glad to have you with us on the team. Tieast Leverett from Civic Center TV. We'll see a lot of her tomorrow on Wednesday at the Juneteenth Jamboree alongside her friends at West Bloomfield Parks, the West Bloomfield Diversity Taskforce, and so many of you out in the community that will be out celebrating the holiday along with us. Ty, you're also a volunteer for this event too, so you got some special insight into this. Give us a little bit of a preview about what really makes this such a special day in Greater West Bloomfield.
Of course. So if you know the history of Juneteenth, it really celebrates the end of slavery in the United States and something that needs to be recognized more broadly. And this is just one element of it at a community level. I think it's great that West Bloomfield has elected to do this for the past couple of years now, because it really highlights the diversity that exists within our community and allows us all to come together to celebrate not only the history, but what it means even this far out from slavery. And it helps us to understand one another as residents of West Bloomfield. It just gives us an opportunity to share. So I'm looking forward to tomorrow and other celebrations of similar diversity celebrations for sure.
And that's a great point too, because not only is the Juneteenth Jamboree a great celebration of diversity and of a major historic moment in our country's history, but this is also all part of the West Bloomfield Diversity Taskforce, who you've been volunteering with for a number of years as well. So as we talk about that, tell the public, which this is open to anybody in our community to join, what you've taken away so far from your involvement in this task force.
Sure. I think it's the learning. So it's understanding other cultures that, we live side by side and work with every single day in West Bloomfield. I think that's a wonderful thing, of course, that needs to continue to be celebrated. As a parent, I'm a parent of 3 children, 2 of which have graduated from West Bloomfield High are now in college, and I have a 4th grader. And I want them to be able to learn about who they live and go to school with. So I think being a part of the Diversity Task Force allows us to think of ideas and creative ways to get everyone involved. As you mentioned, Tyler, it's open to anyone to join, irrespective of ethnicity, gender. I mean, that is the exact point. We want to get as many different perspectives and ideas that we can. Again, we want to put on a program like we're doing tomorrow with Juneteenth. We have other programming highlighting Women's History Month, and all the months that we can have in the calendar, we can do something for that. We just need more people involved and more people that want to support and be contributors. And we're looking at open arms to have that happen.
Tieast Leverett is with us, the newest member of our team at Civic Center TV. We want to encourage you to join us for tomorrow, a special edition of the Splash Live. The entire team will be not only in the studio, but out and across the community for the Juneteenth Jamboree and celebration with the West Bloomfield Diversity Taskforce. Jake Schaff will be out there. We'll have, of course, Ty out at the Town Hall complex as well, and so many members of the community joining us, as well as Sonia James in studio alongside Kevin McIntosh. That available on civiccentertv.com and across our social media. Now, Ty, your day job is working at Stellantis, and so you got a busy day-to-day life on top of your volunteer efforts, and now you're also joining our team at Civic Center TV. So I have to ask, as another very busy person that sometimes struggles with that balance, how do you manage all of this and keep that balance while also being a mother?
Well, that's a great question, Tyler. Sometimes I don't know how I do it, but I think it's a matter of just being organized and then also having a process to track all the things you need to do. Obviously, I live and breathe off of calendars, whether they be digital or I'm old school. I have a book right here. I write things down. I like to do that as well. So, having the organization, being able to prioritize, what needs to be handled immediately. And then from there, being able to look at the rest of your calendar or tasks and just figure out, all right, what can I handle next? So being very directionally driven as well is also helpful. But I think sometimes for me personally, I have to have some of those outside of work activities that feeds my spirit, that gets me excited, helps me to perform better in my day job. So for me, I kind of need a lot of different things to help me perform at my top level. So I don't know if that answered your question, Tyler. I'm still a work in progress, but we'll see how things go.
Hey, it's some good advice. Keep that calendar and write it down. I had a trigonometry teacher that would always say, look, write all your notes down. Don't type it out. Don't just keep it in the back of your mind. If you wrote it, you know it. So it's good advice from you as well. Finally, as we wrap this up, we know we got to get you back to your busy day. Can you share just any personal experiences that have continued to motivate you as you're continuing to being active in your day-to-day roles and involved in the community, but also now taking a step forward to be representative of your community in its community media as well?
I will reference a name that many West Bloomfield residents know. She was a close friend of mine, Sherry Ann. As we know, she passed away not that long ago, and she and I would talk a lot about volunteerism. She encouraged me to get involved in a lot of the things that I've been involved in. And I hadn't been doing so at the level that I wanted to. And I think with her passing, it allowed me to really reflect and say, hey, I can be doing more. I want to do more. Now it's time to, put your money where your mouth is, or whatever the phrase is. But it's time to take action. Not just say I want to do something, but actually get out there and do it. So I think, Tyler, that's probably the best personal motivator for me, just thinking about my friend and how big of a contributor she was to this community. And if I could do a fraction of what she did, I'd be honored to say that.
Yeah, big shoes to fill, definitely, in our West Bloomfield Diversity Taskforce and in our overall volunteer community. Sherry Ann Winter, so heavily involved in so many different areas of our community. Ty, we appreciate you joining us to be on the show today, and be back with us again for even more going forward, including our big live broadcast tomorrow for our Juneteenth special at the Juneteenth Jamboree. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you. Have a great day.